call, you need to call the court. That number is going to be 210-945-1799. And you need to give them your uh, email address so that we can email you some paperwork.
Okay, yes, sir.
As soon as you pay your fees, and I would urge you not to wait until November 3rd, as soon as you can pay your fees, they will send you some more paperwork to start you on your probation. The only conditions of your probation, Ms. Rodriguez, you got two of them.
Okay.
You have to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days of the time you pay your fees, and you can't have any more drug or alcohol cases.
Okay.
You do those things, behave yourself, then at the end of the 6-month period, we can dismiss the case. How old are you, ma'am? You sound young.
I am 19 years old. I just turned 19.
Just turned 19. Yep, I was right. You sound young, which is good. I wish I was young again. No, you don't want to be old. Trust me, Ms. Rodriguez. Okay, so you're going to call the court with your information. They will send you some paperwork, and then make sure you get your fees paid before November 3rd. We may or may not Zoom at that time, or they may just send you paperwork and let y'all handle it through,
Okay.
back and forth through email and you calling your payment in. All right?
Okay. Awesome.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, well, don't mess with this stuff. It just gets you in
I'm
trouble.
not.
And you're 19
Yeah,
years
it was
old, so I mean, you're old enough to go to jail, and I'm sure you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, no, sir.
Okay. And just in case, do you still live on Foxgrove Way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's just in case we don't, the email gets kicked back to us. So,
Okay.
Ms. Rodriguez, well, you can leave the meeting and call the court, and they will get you squared away. Thank you for
All
appearing
right.
by Zoom.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Sally, how come you're doing all the work and he's just lollygagging? Okay, I got J-Rod here. J-Rod, can you hear me, J-Rod? Probably Rodriguez. I can't hear you.
How's that, Your Honor?
That's better.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry I'm not computer savvy.
Neither
And
am I.
thank you for your patience, Judge.
Not a problem, sir. What is your name? Or are you the defendant, or do you have a client that's the defendant?
Your Honor, I'm the attorney for Mr. Samuel Vargas, Your Honor.
Samuel Vargas?
Samuel Vargas, Judge.
Is this on a pretrial matter?
Your Honor, this was scheduled, this has been on your docket for quite a while. To be candid with you, Judge, to be completely open. This happened pre-COVID. I believe sometime last year in October, we were scheduled for a hearing. It got reset because of a family funeral, which I did submit the obituary for my deceased relative and time. I think this was November. I did then proceed to go again and speak to opposing counsel, Ms. Trevino. It got reset and waiting for a date. I have a notation here says, court is booked till July. We'll reserve something after. So that's where we're at now, Judge. I believe we had a a plea to be set today for my client, Mr. Samuel Vargas. He did set an appointment up with DPS months ago to get his driver's license, Your Honor. But because they told him that he set up an appointment online, we would have to wait to that date. That date was last week. He went. They told him that he needed to take a certain class, Judge. I'm not familiar with this class, something about texting and driving, um, or something to that effect. He is rescheduled to go back on, I believe, the 9th, on this Friday, Judge, to take
well,
that class.
let me back up, Mr. Rodriguez. He's got failure to maintain financial responsibility, speeding 84 and a 65, which looks like you may have pled not guilty to, because we set a jury pretrial on that. And then he also has a driving while license invalid case. So at this point in time, are you wanting to go forward with the pretrial? Well, I guess I need to make sure what the pleas are. And then I can either reset the pretrials or flip you into Mr. Trevino again and y'all can visit. But I do need to get pleas from you on these cases if you're prepared to do that, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. And in the interest of justice, Judge, if you would like to call that, if anything, I was told by Ms. Trevino that deferred was not an option unless he got his driver's license. And
That's correct.
I expressed to my client that it was pantomime that he got a driver's license to keep this off his record. Your Honor, he was born in 1959. He still works full time. Bless his heart. I told him to keep his eye on the goal, on the finish line. We're almost at the finish line, Judge, where he's able to obtain his driver's license and get these off your docket, Your Honor. If you think it is the best route is to plead not guilty, which I would do for my client, or reset the pretrial hearing so I may speak to Ms. Trevino with driver's license in hand after this week, after my client is able to get this.
Okay. Well, he's going to have not only a driver's license, Mr. Rodriguez, but also insurance, because he also has a no insurance violation.
Roger that, Your Honor.
So if he wants to do, I mean, I don't care. We can reset the pretrial and you can talk to Mr. Trevino next time you zoom in on us. Because you already have a pretrial, let me look here. I believe I saw one pretrial setting notice somewhere in one of these files.
I would like to execute that option, Your Honor.
So just reset pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're pleading not guilty on all three cases at this time?
At this time, Your Honor, correct.
Okay, if we're not able to resolve it, or if you're not able to resolve it with Mr. Trevino, are you going to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
A judge, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. When do you anticipate that he'll be able to actually get his license? Does he have to retest?
It's my understanding it was not the whole, he does have to take a 6-hour class that he said he could take that via internet, that he would have one of his young relatives help him with that, Your Honor. And this other class with texting and driving, I'm anticipating at the end of the week. So if not a reset, maybe a recall, Your Honor, if Live Oak has such a thing.
No,
I'm
we don't.
anticipating.
We only meet twice a month, Mr. Vargas.
I'm
so-
anticipating in early November, Judge, if not sooner.
Yeah, I'm going to run his driving history right now so I can look and see how difficult it's going to be for him to get his license.
He has no other FTAs, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to mark all three of these cases as not guilty, non-jury, reset the pretrial. Is that correct, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. reset you till, let me look at his record here real quick, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll say I was, but our computer's not connecting. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm gonna be real rude just a second. I gotta talk to a deputy here. Hold on just a minute.
Please take your time, Your Honor.
Deputy Moya? Deputy, yeah, thank you for calling me. I think we've got that, thank you for your call. I think we got that matter with Mr. Wilson resolved. So, yeah, so you can go ahead and return the writs. No, you're right. Just return them with a note that I requested they be returned. If we have a problem, I'll get back in touch with you. Appreciate your work, sir. Okay, thank you. Anything?
Judge,
Yes?
on Mr. Vargas, there's notes in the system that Bexar County and San Antonio had a hold on his license.
Well, are you aware of that, Mr. Rodriguez?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. I am looking at his Texas FTA from the DPS, and as of July, he has no outstanding violations.
Okay, I mean, that's great. I hope he's cleared them.
I know I did, as I know I took care of his San Antonio ticket, Your Honor, and his Bexar County are closed as well.
Okay, well, yeah, there may just be old entries,
Mhm.
Mr. Rodriguez.
I'm really eager to get this off my docket, Judge. This is the oldest ticket I've had in my file, and I've been encouraging Mr. Vargas to do what he needs to do to get this driver's license, and he's been on board. It's just
Well, this
been
case has been
difficult for him.
pending for over a year, as I'm sure you're aware.
I am, Your Honor, and one of those delays was because of a family crisis, Judge, which I submitted to the court.
Well, this, his driving history right now, Mr. Rodriguez, shows he's eligible to get a license.
Yes, Your Honor, I am aware of that, and that's why I told him, make the appointment, which he did. He went to DPS, and they told him that he would have to take a certain class.
Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but you're talking about texting class. There's nothing on here about, of course, it wouldn't be on here because these are final dispositions, but yeah, if he can get that squared away, reset you till December the 1st
Thank you, Your Honor.
for pre-trial, and if everything's squared away, you and Mr. Trevino can talk and figure out how much money Mr. Vargas owes. And I don't do payments on deferreds, just so you know, Mr. Rodriguez. Somebody that ends up being a mess if they haven't paid by the end of the deferral period. So if you want to
Your
talk,
Honor,
you want to
go
talk
ahead.
to Trevino today so that she can at least give you what those amounts would be, I can flip you into her breakout room. You can visit with her, understanding that, he's going to have a driver's license and proof of insurance.
Understood, Your Honor. And what time would that be, December 1st?
I don't know. Probably we can do it in the afternoon. Who knows what we're going to be doing on December 1st with Zoom. What time would be convenient for you?
Whenever the judge and the court tells me to. That's my, I'll be there.
1:30, 2:30, you tell me, sir.
1:30, Your Honor. It's fine with me. Everyone
want
has a
to-
good lunch.
You want to visit with Ms. Trevino today just to find out approximately what the money.
If she's available, Your Honor, if she's with other counsel, I understand. I don't want to put anything on her on her plate, and payments will be coming from me, and I'll probably take care of it that same day, Your Honor, once we have the final disposition.
Cynthia's available if you'd like to talk to her.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Flip you into her and she can at least give an approximate amount if we defer all three cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Which I'm anticipating that's what you would like to see happen.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. You can hang on and you'll be talking to Ms. Trevino here in just a minute.
Who's next?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Gabriel Stevens.
Going by another name.
His name-
Gabriel Sanchez. Gabriel Sanchez. That might be him.
This is Jose Sanchez.
I'll give you two.
Okay. Mr. Stevens, you need to unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Do you also go by Gabriel Sanchez?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. Gabriel Stevens, correct? Stephen's?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're trying to locate your file.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to start by saying I've had a pretty rough couple months. I've been trying to find a job because my girl came positive for being pregnant, and my friend had died also this month. So just a lot's been going on, and I tried calling like Goodwill and like this like animal shelters and stuff, and they weren't doing the community service because due to the coronavirus. And I had called yesterday to see if there was any way to extend time and what places are open. And so the front clerk lady told me that the San Antonio Food Bank was open. So I had applied for that yesterday.
Okay, I'm going to give you the name of another group. You live here in Live Oak now?
Yes, sir, I do.
You just live right down the street, I see.
Yes, sir.
See if we've got your email address.
It should be on there, sir.
Don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not here.
We have it, sir.
You do have his email address?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Stevens, I'm gonna give you 2 more weeks to get the community service done. Now you can do
Yes,
it.
sir.
You can do it at the food bank. That's great. But I'm also gonna have the clerks email you a business card, front and back, from a group called River City Outreach. And they need people desperately. They are located over on Eisenhower Road, so that's probably a little closer for you than the food bank.
Yes, sir. I understand that. Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna give you 2 more weeks to get it done. So if you will
Yes, sir.
keep a lookout on your email, one of the clerks is going to send you a card for River City Outreach Center over on Eisenhower Road. It's got the phone number and the director's name. So you can call them, set up a time to go in there. You can do it at the food bank. I don't care where you do it, just as long as you get it done by October the 20th.
Yes, sir. I will make sure that happens, sir.
Okay, well, you can leave the meeting and keep a lookout for your on your email for the copy of this card that'll come directly from the court's email address. All right?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good luck
You
to
have a
you.
good day.
Looks like you got.
Yes, sir.
Can you take this, or just have Vicky make me a copy of this, but then she needs to send that to. Okay, now I got Jack Estelow, E-S-T-E-L-O. Mr. Estelow, hello, I can't hear you. There you go. Hey, we're pulling your file, Mr. Estelow. Hold on just a minute.
All right.
Jack Gabriel Estelow, E-S-T-E-L-L-O. What time are you scheduled to call in, sir?
1:30.
You have another name, sir?
Just Hayek. Well, Gabriel's my middle name.
So what's your last name?
Estello, Estello.
That's what I got. Okay. Vicky, can you check and see if you've got it somewhere?
Yes, sir, I'll look.
Thank you. Nothing?
Judge,
Yes.
Adam's bringing the cases in.
Okay. We found him, Mr. Estelow. Estelow.
It's fine, either or.
Got to do it right. Those double L's always
Thank
mean
you.
Y.
Ahí estamos, bienvenidos. Vamos a estar un ratito juntos.
Hey, Mr. Estelow, you were provided with 2 offers. One to take a defensive driving class. And one to have your case deferred. And you're supposed to have the funds in here to us today.
Yeah. How do you want me to send that right
Sir?
now? How do you want me to send that?
Well, you're going to owe 181 on one case and 144 on the other. We also need a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Okay.
We don't have either one of those, it doesn't look like. So here's what you need to do. Are you going to pay those amounts today?
Yeah, I have the money. Yeah, I have the,
Okay, you're going to pay it on a credit card?
yes, debit card.
Debit card, okay. Here's what you need to do. You got a pencil and paper?
Yeah.
You're going to call 210-945-1799.
1719 or 1799?
1799.
Okay.
Now you're going to Call that number to call in your payments. They're going to give you our email address.
Mhm.
You need to email us a copy of your driver's license and a copy of your proof of insurance with your name on it.
Mhm.
We're not going to be able to process your payments until we have your driver's license and proof of insurance. Okay?
Mhm.
Once you get those, everything filed with us, then we will, I'll place you on probation on the violation of your driver's license restriction. And then I will also approve you for defensive driving on the other case. Once you pay your fees, you've got 90 days to take and complete the defensive driving class. And you need to turn in your paperwork on the class and also your driving history, which you have to obtain from the Department of Public Safety. The class costs you about $25 or $30. The driving history, which you can get from DPS, costs you $12. You can do everything online, and the paperwork that we're going to send you once we receive your payment and those copies will tell you everything you need to know. Even provide you with your with the websites that you go to take care of both things. All right?
Okay.
Do you have
Thank
any
you.
questions?
No, that's it. That's it. I'm good.
And I just noticed you're 16. You may be 17 now, but you have a parent there somewhere?
Yeah, I have a parent right now. I'm
Okay.
just hearing
Hello, hello, Dad. Just hiding in the bushes back there, aren't you?
the.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
just make sure he gets all this stuff done, and we'll get him cleared away. Go ahead and call that number, Mr. Estelio, and court clerks will get you set up. And you have a chance to get both of these off your record, which will make your dad real happy because that won't affect his insurance then.
All right.
Right, Dad?
Yes, sir. Absolutely right.
All right, well, drive careful, Mr. Estelio, and stay safe. And I'm
too.
gonna go ahead and fill out your paperwork here and so that the clerks will know what to do. All right?
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a
you
good
can
day.
leave the meeting now. Thank you. Vicky, hold on a minute. Need to make some notes.
Ready?
Now, hold on a minute.
Okay.
How many do you have? I'm not showing,
12.
I'm not showing any.
There's 12 people.
What?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on a minute. No, I'm not ready.
Okay.
Okay, give me the next one. Please. Actually, you too. Delayed a little bit. I can hear him talking. Okay, Galaxy A10e. Can you hear me? Can't hear you, Galaxy.
All right, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Now I can. Thank you.
All righty, good deal, good deal. My name is Derek Dunmore.
Derek Dunmore. Hold on, Mr. Dunmore. Let us pull your case file so I know what we're talking about.
All righty.
All right, Mr. Dunmore, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly
sir.
swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Dunmore. We talked back in July. You wanted to have your case deferred because you had the current insurance. And that insurance looks to still be good right now. So you needed to pay the $350 for your deferral fees. Are you going to pay those today?
Won't be able to pay them today. I was actually gonna ask to see if I can get an extension. I had actually lost the current job that I was at, and during that time, but I went ahead and got another one, get paid weekly. So I was gonna see if I can make a payment tomorrow, and then hopefully another one next week.
Well, I don't do payments on deferreds, Mr. Dunmore. So you tell me how long you need to pay the full $350.
If you could possibly give me, I'd say, because we got 2-3 weeks. If you can give me till next month, I can get it into you.
Okay. I'll give you to November the 17th.
November the 17th. Okay, sounds great.
Okay, now here, before you hang up, I need for you to do something for me.
Yes, sir.
I need for you to call the court and make sure we have your email address. Because they're going to email you a continuance form that shows that this is extended to November the, what did I say, 17th?
Yes, sir.
And-
And the number of the courts, give me 1 second, let me get a pen.
Yeah,
You know what, better yet, I think I have it on my other continuance of other papers. Is it gonna be the 210-945-1799?
yes, sir.
All righty, awesome.
And also, Mr. Dunmore, we need a copy of your driver's license.
Okay,
So if you want to call and get the court's email address, unless you already have that.
no, but I can call and get that as well.
Okay. Yeah, we need your copy of your driver's license, and then we'll reset you to December the 17th. Make sure if you can, please get that paid before the 17th so that the next time we talk, everything will be squared away and we can start your deferral.
Okay, and that's on the 17th of
November.
okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm gonna call the courts right now. Yeah, I'm gonna call them right now.
Where are you working now?
I'm working at a place called Airwall, Airwall Company. We actually do high-rise construction. So like the Frost Bank building that you see downtown,
Yeah.
we were the ones who built those.
Are you a high worker? I mean, do you go up high and?
Oh no.
No.
I leave that to those guys. I put it all together for them, get it ready for them, and I let them do all that extra stuff.
You wave at them as they do it, huh?
Yeah, I'm scared of that. I can't go up that high. That's pretty high.
Takes a special person to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Truly, truly.
All right, Ms. Dunmore, we'll go ahead and leave the meeting, and then you can call the court and get squared away with them.
All righty, thank you, sir.
Yeah, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, who's on the line, please? 251 830 number. Charlene Farrell, Ferrill. Ms. Farrell?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Now I can.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Farrell. Ms. Farrell, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Yeah, the reason we have to do that is what they call a court of record. So we're being recorded and you're live on YouTube.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Isn't this exciting?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Farrell, you're charged the offense of failure to report change of address. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of failure to report change of address, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm guilty.
Have you gotten it
Yep.
changed?
I did, yes. We just bought the house, so it took me some time with the whole COVID thing to get it, but I did get the new card.
And what is are you now on Winrich?
No, that's my mother-in-law's address. That's my mailing address. My physical address is Crest Place, 6738 Crest Place, Live Oak, Texas, 78233.
6738. What is it?
6738 Crest Place.
Crest Place.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Farrell, since you got it switched over and changed, I can dismiss the case with a $20 dismissal fee.
Okay.
Can you pay that today?
How would I pay?
Pay it by phone. Call.
Yeah, I can.
What you will do is you will call into the number on your citation, or if you don't have that number, I will give it to you right now.
I have the citation. I'm not sure if it's faded or not.
below your signature. 945-1799.
Yes. I have it.
All right. So what you're going to do, Ms. Farrell, is you're going to call that number, make your payment by phone, and that'll be done. You'll be done with us.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
All right. You have a good day and stay safe.
You too.
Okay, now we got Derek McFarlane.
Hello, sir.
Mr. McFarlane, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you. Let's see. You got a guitar. I'm going to guess that's not a live pic. Well, there you are. Now I see you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Okay, Mr. McFarlane, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. McFarlane. How old are you, sir?
24.
Mr. McFarlane, you're charged the offense of speeding 86 in a 65-mile zone. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir. Speeding.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Actually, I don't know. No contest. I'm not sure how that one is, but I do understand the other 2.
No contest means you're not telling me you did it, but you're not going to tell me you didn't do it. So you're kind of a middle of the road sort of thing. So to the offense of speeding 86 and a 65, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Mr. Farland, the fine and court cost in this case is $239, or if you want to take defensive driving and you're eligible, you can do that. The cost will probably work out a little bit cheaper than the cost of the ticket. The court costs are $144. Then you have to pay between $25 and $30 to take the online defensive driving class, and you have to pay $12 to get a copy of your driving history, which you can also do online. Have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No, not in the last year.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you able to pay the $144 today by credit card?
I can today. If there's a payment plan, I would like to be able to do that.
Okay, there's no payment plan, but I will give you a reset to a date. You tell me how long you need to come up with the $144.
I could pay it in full end of October. Like the very last week of October, first week of November.
Well, if I reset you until November 3rd, can you pay it by then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. McFarland, do you have your citation with you somewhere? Do you have it handy?
I believe so. If you give me a minute, I can grab it.
Well, or do you just have a piece of paper and a pencil?
Yes. Ready?
Mr. Farland, I'm gonna give you the phone number for the court so that you can call them and provide the court with your email address. And you can also get the email address for the court. We need for you to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance. because the state requires that you have both of those things in order to be eligible for defensive driving. So if you call the number for the court, they will give you their email address, and we will get yours so that we can send you the paperwork. Now, your time to take the defensive driving class doesn't start until you pay your fees, but at least we'll have those other two pieces of information in the file. So once the fees are paid, that'll start the time period you will have to take the class and obtain your driving history. Once you pay your fees, you'll have 90 days from that date to turn in your defensive driving certificate and your copy of your driving history. You can do everything online, and we will send you the paperwork with the websites. So you can do everything from your desk where you're sitting right now. Never have to leave the house unless you just want to. Most people just want to do it online and not worry about going to a live class, but that's entirely up to you.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you the number for the court. 210-249-1799. So if you want to go ahead and call them, exchange email addresses, they'll send you a notice that you have until November 3rd to get this paid. And then you will be able to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance.
How much was the total? It was 149.
It's 144 for the, that's the court cost for that's all you pay the court is 144. Then you will have a fee for the class, which is, I don't know, $25 to $30. I'm not sure. But then the cost to get your driving history from DPS is $12. But again, you can do everything online. Okay, you have any questions, Mr. McFarland?
Actually, one yesterday, either yesterday or the day before yesterday, I went ahead and ordered my new driver's license to get it renewed. It said that I paid for it and all that because it expires tomorrow, my 25th birthday. I haven't received, because I believe you get one you can print off in the meantime. I haven't received like a link or anything like that. So I guess I'm gonna have to mail in the license today because I guess it'll be expired tomorrow.
Yeah,
Will that be all right?
Yeah, just email us a copy today.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I want you to get our email address so that you can email everything to us. And yeah, happy birthday tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and email that together with your proof of insurance to us today. We'll have that in the file. Then once we receive your fees, that'll start your 90 days running to get everything turned in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Got any questions?
No, sir.
Hey, good luck to you, Mr. McFarland. Happy birthday again.
Thank you. Have a good one, sir.
Hey, you do the same.
Judge,
Ma'am?
I'm gonna move somebody in there that's a pre-trial. I gotta put them in there before I move them into the breakout room.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that right now.
We've got a gentleman here in the court, Mr. Thomas. So I'll take him next and then,
Well, okay, let me put this gentleman in so I can move him to Cynthia. She's got his jacket.
Patrick Grabowski, 2 nuns. It's Grabowski, Ralbowski.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ravoski, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The clerk had to move you into the courtroom before being moved in to talk to the prosecutor, Cynthia Trevino. So you're only going to be here about 5 more seconds, and then you'll be communicating with her.
Okay.
All right, sir? So
Okay, thank you.
hang tight. It's going to go straight into her in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You on the phone? You still here? Mr. Thomas, you want to come on up, sir? All right, Mr. Thomas, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, Mr. Thomas, are you unable to do this by Zoom, a Zoom hearing? All right, Mr. Thomas, you're charged with the offense of failure to stop at a designated point at a stop sign. Do you understand what you're charged with? Okay, to that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean? And to the offense of failure to stop at a designated point, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Okay, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury? Okay. And Mr. Thomas, we'll set you for a pretrial hearing. We will mail you a notice of the pretrial hearing since you don't have a computer or access to the internet. Are you still on River Road in Shirts? And look out for the notice that we will send you. Or if you want to wait a minute, they may be able to just give it to you today. But I don't know that doesn't look like they've gotten the complaint back from the officer, so they'll have to mail it to you. And that's all we need to do today, Mr. Thomas. You are free to go. But like I said, you will get the notice in the mail, and if you still no longer have internet at that time, you can come in and you'll visit with Ms. Trevino, who's the prosecutor. Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Rabowski, you still there?
Yes, sir.
No, you shouldn't be.
I shouldn't be?
No, you should be in with Ms. Trevino.
How do I get in with that?
Well, the court administrator needs to move you in there.
Oh, yeah, I just got kicked out, but they just put me back in here with you.
Okay, I'm not sure why.
Okay.
So just hang tight. Vicky, can you hear me? Did she already have somebody in there with her?
I'm trying to move Mr. Robowski. Patrick, we're having a hard time getting him moved.
Well, move him.
I'm trying. I'm learning.
What's his name? Randall? What is it? Randall? Randall? Yes, sir. Last name? Last name is Randall. Randall? And Craig. Craig, okay. Pre-trial. So it's gonna see Mr. Lima.
No, if it's a pretrial, he needs to talk to Cynthia first. Okay, Mr. Randall, why don't you come on up? Although I'm not going to talk to you very long because these are actually set for pretrial hearings. So you're going to visit with Ms. Trevino, who's the prosecutor. You have two open container violations which are alleged, one which happened on March 5th and the other one which alleged to have occurred on April 20th. And you have requested non-jury trials in each case. So I'm going to let you visit with Ms. Trevino. She's in the office across the way. And you and she can talk, see if y'all can resolve this. If not, then you'll go through the pretrial matters that need to be discussed before my hearing the case. All right? So sorry to keep you waiting, but we need to do what we need to. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, sir. So we have Ernest Perez or Perez. Hello, Mr. Perez, can you hear me? You're muted. Unmute yourself. Mr. Perez, if you can see this. Hit the little red button, the microphone button. Almost. You had it. There you go. Now I should be able to hear you. Still can't hear you. I don't know why. Can you hear me? I'm not sure what's wrong because it's not showing that you're muted right now.
Hear me? Is it working now?
Is that you, Mr. Robalski?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're trying to move you in there. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I saw the chat thing where it said, could I join it? But it doesn't say like, it doesn't say anything I could join. It's just a blank screen says to wait.
Okay. Vicky, can you move Mr. Robalski out of,
We're trying, sir. He may have to leave the meeting and join back in. We're not sure how to move him now that it's kind of hung up right there.
Oh, is it? I see it now. I see it now. Is it the breakout room right here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, it just popped up for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
and Mr. Pettis? I still can't hear you. Getting pretty good at reading lips.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. I think there was just the audio was switched over to I think the surround sound in the house or something like that, and so, but everything's good now.
Okay. Mr. Pettis, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
The reason we have to do that, you can put your hand down, because we're a court of record, so everything you say, everything I say is recorded for appellate purposes. So you are giving sworn testimony.
Mhm.
You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Correct. I had a box with a weed plant on it. It had a picture of a weed plant on it. It was a box.
It also says there's a cartridge.
I'm sorry, the audio kind of cut off a little bit.
Also talked about a THC cartridge. But you understand what you're charged with.
Correct.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense, possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
Okay, the fine of court, well, first of all, yes. Fine of court cost is $285. Depending on how you answer these next 2 questions, I may be able to offer you a deferral to try to keep it off of your record.
Okay.
Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, sir.
And think you could pass the drug test today?
Yes, sir.
Since it's your first offense, Mr. Pettis, I can consider probating you on the case, meaning that if you stay away from any drug or alcohol cases for the next 6 months, I can dismiss the case at the end of that 6-month period. Fees are
Okay.
The fees are $340, and you'll also end up having to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days. Are you able to pay the $340 today?
Quick question. Why did it go from 280 to 340, if I might ask?
One is the fine amount, the other is the deferral amount.
Okay. And then I have another question. I own a landscaping business, so I work pretty much Monday through Saturday, sun up to sundown. I don't know if there's any way that I can maybe make a donation to the San Antonio Food Bank or anything like that. Considering with all the COVID stuff too, I can't really risk getting sick volunteering in, big public places like that. Again, I'm open to anything that can help me. If it's a no, I understand that as well. It was just, considering, I have to tend to my business. I would try to, I'm trying to handle this in the most adult way that I can possibly handle it, considering the situation.
Well, yeah, I don't let people deny community service. And, we send people, probably the most popular place is called the San Antonio Food Bank. And then also there's a Victory Outreach Center. I forget the exact name of it. They're accepting people. We're in Converse, and that center is just right down on Eisenhower Road. So, you should be able to get it done without exposing. I mean, you're going to wear a mask just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And, perhaps they need to put you to work outside. I don't know. But do you want to do the deferred disposition at the 340, sir?
And that would be the only way to keep it off my record, or do I have another option?
No, sir, can't do defensive driving for drug paraphernalia case.
Okay. No, I was just trying to explore my options to see. Yeah.
Welcome your questions.
Okay, so if I pay the 280, then that would go on my record, correct? And then that would cause me to get, I believe, points against my license as well, right?
Not for drug paraphernalia, it should, but I'm not an expert on that. So it's not a moving violation, so I don't know how it would count as points on your driver's license.
Correct. Okay. So paying the 280, I would still be under the 6 months, and I would still have to do the community service, so that's only for the deferral.
No, it's only with the deferral. You pay the 285, you're done with us.
Okay, I'll just pay the 285 then.
Okay. Are you able to pay that today?
Yes, sir.
By phone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your citation there handy?
I have the Live Oak Municipal Court number to Shin Oak Drive. I believe it's the 945-1799 number.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, hold on just a second. Also shows you had a speeding citation.
Yes, sir. I already went ahead and handled that earlier this month.
Is driving on that one?
Yes. Like I already got all the papers and everything. They told me to get my driver's license and my record and all of that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, what you need to do then, Mr. Pettis, is call that number that you've got. You can give them a credit card for the 285, and you'll be done with us.
Okay.
Are you going to do that today?
Yeah, I'll do that right now as soon as I get off of here.
All right. Where's your landscaping business?
It's right here in Converse. I work in Converse, primarily in the Converse area, Universal City, Live Oak, Selma, Cibolo, Shirts. I try to stay up north towards the newer homes, and it's just nicer out there. I like they got good food choices out there. When it comes to my lunch breaks, yeah, they definitely got some good places like out there in Garden Ridge area.
All right. Well, yeah, just stay away from the stuff. That shouldn't be a problem for you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Call that payment in, and we will close the case once we receive it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Ms. Pettis. Stay safe.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and cut off this recording.
Okay.
Unless we have somebody else come in.
No.
Okay, we have a Timothy Walker. Hello, Mr. Walker, can you hear me? Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Now we can communicate.
Hi, Judge.
How are you, sir?
Good, sir.
Who do you represent, Mr. Walker?
Juan Robles.
Juan Robles. Huh? Do you have a middle name, Mr. Walker?
Juan Alberto.
Got him. Oh, he's got.
Yes, sir. We got 3.
Yeah, he's got 3 that have warrants.
And that happens all, I think, Judge, if you keep looking, we got that cleared up.
Got what cleared up? I'm sorry.
Almost every time I've appeared, somebody says he's got warrants, and then they keep looking and they go, oh, now I see where we have your letters of representation. And I've been talking to the prosecutors a couple times now. But there was, I think, at one point, maybe I made Judge an appearance on 2 of them instead of 3. And that's why it showed up as warrants at one time. But then I got it corrected and have been making appearances, and I got my notice for this Zoom hearing. So.
All right.
He's a pretrial judge.
Oh, these are all pre-trials?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Mr. Walker, if you will sit tight, Ms. Trevino, who's our prosecutor, has got 1 ahead of you. So if you will just hang in there, and as soon as she can get with you, she will. I'm going to pass these cases on to her so that you and she can visit, see if y'all can resolve them.
Yes, sir. Good to know I'm getting close, and thank you, Judge.
Yeah, getting closer. Yeah, it's closer than when you started.
Yes, sir.
What time
Thank
did
you,
call
sir.
in?
I called in a little bit after 2.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry to keep you on hold for so long.
It's okay, Judge. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I'm still not used to it. I'm on this end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Miss Walker, good seeing you. And they'll put you in a breakout room here directly. Kimberly Almanza. Hello, Miss Almanza. I need for you to unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Almanza, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the true self of God.
Yes, sir.
Miss Almanza, you have a case for animal at large. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Correct.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter. I think we've done this before, haven't we?
Yes, it's the same situation with the dog during the day.
Guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those mean?
Yes.
To the offense of animal being at large on September the 2nd, how do you plead on that case?
No contest.
What are you doing to get the pooch confined, if anything?
I do. Well, my children are back in school, so they're no longer there during the day where they can let the animal out. Because I'm at home during the day when the dog's being let out.
All right. Ms. Almanza, the fine and court cost is $121. Are you able to pay that amount today?
No. I believe I'm already on a payment plan with Live Oak. I paid them $50 a month for charges that I already had for the dog. That was over $1,000. I think I'm down to like 200.
Well, maybe back up a little bit.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, we'll just add it to your payment plan.
How many do I have with y'all? How many
I
more?
have no idea. I don't have your files in here. I'm getting files one at a time.
Okay. Because I think I do have another one showing for November. So are we taking care of all of them today, or is it?
I've just got this one, ma'am.
Okay.
So, you need to call the court if they don't already have your email address, you need to give it to them. So they can send you the additional fees that are owed on the payment plan.
Okay.
Do you have the number for the court?
Yes.
Okay, you need to call over there as soon as we get off the line, talk to them, make sure they have your email address, and then put you back on your payment plan. You can start almost over.
Almost. I think I already got used to paying that $50 a month. Feels like I'm paying dog rent.
All right, Miss Almanza.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You're free to log off.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. McClinton, McClinton. Karis or Carisha? Represented by an attorney. Okay, Ms. McClinton.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Now I can.
Oh, okay, good morning, sir, sorry.
Okay, Ms. McClinton. Looks like you were placed on deferred disposition through Mr. Jordan back on February the 20th. So raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. McClinton, on the speeding violation, since February the 20th, have you been cited for any other violations anywhere?
No, sir.
And on the driving while licensed invalid case, have you maintained your driver's license as current with no suspensions during your deferral period?
Yes, sir. I have an occupational license, So the officer stated that my license was invalid, but then I was told that if he's seen at the bottom, he should have seen occupational. My actual license is invalid. It's just that I drive on my occupational only, and it is currently valid.
Okay. Do you just have the piece of paper that says you have an occupational, or do you have the real occupational?
Driver's license.
Okay. Did Mr. Jordan explain to you that that's only good for a year and you have to renew it?
Yes, sir. He did.
Do you have your license handy?
Yes, sir. If I could go get it out of my purse, I could show it to you right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to verify your number.
Yes, sir.
License, the number should be the same.
Do you want the number or you want me to show it to you?
You can just, yeah, can you take it out of your bill, please?
Yes, sir.
I guess y'all don't call them billfolds. What are they? Is that a purse?
Wallet.
Wallet.
It's a wallet. I'm having issues because it's stuck. Hang on one second.
No, don't break your teeth trying to get that out.
I have it. Here you go.
Yeah, Ms. McClinton, your occupational license shows it expired on October the 25th.
Recently on the 25th?
October the 25th, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I have to renew it. I don't know why I thought it said 2021. But I haven't, although I haven't been going anywhere, I haven't driven anywhere. I currently work from home, so I haven't really did anything. So I will have to reach out to them to redo it.
I'm gonna dismiss the speeding case, but on the other one, I want to reset that one so that you can renew your occupational license.
Okay.
It sets to November the 17th. Otherwise, I'd have to revoke this and it would go on your driving record, and that would be your third driving while license invalid conviction.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't expire for, I'm sorry, Ms. McClinton, it doesn't expire for another 19 days.
Okay.
No, it's still valid, but you need to get that fixed.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off the phone with you.
I'm not sure you'll be able to take care of it, well, by phone, but no, it's still valid. I apologize for getting you excited about that. Just make sure it gets renewed, Ms. McClinton.
Yes, sir. I'm doing it as soon as possible.
I'll go ahead and dismiss the case and cases, and you're free to leave the meeting.
Thank you. And would I have to come back to court on the 17th?
No.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Stay safe.
You do the same. Thank you.
Judge, I'm admitting Patrick back in because he hasn't done his his tobacco class. It was due today. So he wants more time to take the class. That's why he's being readmitted.
Mr. Abowski? Well, she had it, I think. 'Cause it was, yeah.
Cynthia has it, yes.
Can you go get the Rabowski file from Cynthia, please? He's apparently cited for cigarettes. It is webpage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Rabowski?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, now I can.
Okay, there you go.
Mr. Rabowski, you were talking to the prosecutor. I understand you have not completed your tobacco awareness class.
Yes, sir. I didn't get the link for it. I just need like the link to go on Safari to do it.
Well, then you've had 90 days to get the link.
I didn't. Whenever I went into court last time, they never like gave me anything for it. I didn't know where to go to do it.
Okay, Mr. Rabowski, if you need to call the court and give me your email address,
Yes, sir.
they will send you the link, and then you've got until October 20th to turn it in.
Yes,
Judge,
sir. I'll get it done this week.
Judge, the only link we have is he would have to go to the DPS site because we don't have an actual link. They have a link to that class.
To the DPS.
The Department of Public Safety site.
Okay, so I'll just look up Department DPS Texas, and then I'll find it on there.
Yeah, they're so far they're the only one we know of that has a type of tobacco awareness.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
You also need to call into the court and give us your email address, please. And then
Okay, so
you also have a minor in possession of alcohol case.
yes, sir.
That one's being reset, Judge, for Cynthia.
Well, Cynthia's here.
Oh,
So that's a pretrial.
Okay.
So we need to put him back in with Cynthia on the pretrial.
Well, she's already talked to him. She said she was having trouble with the video, so we got to find out what's going on with the video, if it's the player or the video. That's why she's having me reset it.
She didn't have any notes in here, so.
Okay.
Okay, so after this, I call the Live Oak Municipal Court and I tell them my email address.
Yes, sir. Because we're also going to email you the next setting form for the pretrial setting.
Okay.
Do you still live on East South Street?
Yes, sir. 349. Okay, is there anything else you need me to do?
No, just make sure you call the court. We're going to reset your pretrial to November 3rd.
November 3rd, yes, sir.
So you need to have that tobacco awareness class turned in.
Yes, sir.
Well, you've got a shorter string on that. You've got to have to turn that in by October 20th.
Okay, I'll get it done this week.
Okay, it's up to you. You can pay me $250.
Yes, sir.
I think you'd rather get it done than pay me $250.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Just call the court as soon as you get off the phone with me.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you have a great day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you. Okay. Peddle. I think he's a lawyer.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Who is your client?
Jasmine, Colorado.
And were you set for a pretrial today? Okay, you got one person ahead of you, but we'll pull the file and send it in to Mr. Trevino so y'all can visit.
Great. That works. Thank you, sir.
Just hang in there. Move you to a breakout room here in just a minute. I think that's what he said. She may already have it. Vicky, hold on a minute. We're trying to find Mr. Piddle's client. Find it. Hello, can you hear me on the line?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you give me your name so we can pull your file? Just your phone number shows up.
Yes, sir. Name is Randolph Jackson. Randolph, like the Air Force Base.
Okay. Hang tight, Mr. Jackson. Let me find your file.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. I need Randolph Jackson. Jackson should be the last. Is that correct, Mr. Jackson?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Jackson, Are you able to do video or just the audio?
Just audio.
Okay, that's fine. Are you going to tell me the truth to the questions I ask you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, you're charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that offense, Mr. Jackson, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'd like to plead deferred adjudication.
Well, that's not a plea. That's a disposition.
Yes, Your Honor.
To request deferred disposition, you have to either have to have a plea of guilty or no contest.
Yes, Your Honor. I plead guilty.
Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how old are you, sir?
I'm 26, Your Honor.
26?
26.
And could you pass a drug test today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you're requesting deferred disposition, Mr. Jackson, which it sounds like you are, the deferral fees or deferred disposition fees are $340. You will also end up having to do 6 hours of community service. Do you have your those fees with you today?
Not at this very moment, not today.
How long do you need to come up with them so you can phone them in to us?
I get paid on Friday. Is there an option to pay half on the 9th and half on the 23rd, Your Honor? Or I could pay in full on the 23rd, no problem.
Yeah, I don't do payments for deferrals. That ends up being bad news for somebody.
Yes, Your Honor. Is the 23rd of October okay?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna give you until November the 3rd, but I would urge you to pay him go ahead and pay him on the date you stated, the 23rd of October.
Yes, Your Honor.
You said till November 3rd. What you need to do as soon as we get off the line, Mr. Jackson, is you need to call the court. Never mind, we have your email address. Jackson, no, that's. Start with Infinity, is that your?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Jackson, once you pay your fees, you'll be on deferred disposition for a period of 6 months. That means no drug or alcohol cases anywhere, not just in Live Oak. And you'll also end up having to do 6 hours of community service. Those community service hours can be done at any nonprofit or charitable organization. The COVID restrictions seem to be lifting, so I know some places that were not taking people before are taking them now. So there's really no excuse not to get your 6 hours done within 60 days. If you have a problem finding community service opportunities, call the court, but don't wait till the day before it's due. I know the San Antonio Food Bank needs people. Then we've got a couple of folks who can use help and have asked us to send people over there. We will send you an email with the new setting address and the amount due. Like I said, if you really need to get it paid before the November 3rd date. And if you do that, we can start you on deferral and we will send you some additional paperwork with the terms and conditions so that you know exactly what you have to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Jackson. With that, you can leave the meeting and look for your email, in your email, to receive an email from the court.
Will do. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I think I'm gonna be, found 2 more cases from Miss Omar's on that dog.
Nope.
Hello, on the phone call, can you tell me who you are? Identify yourself, please.
This is Noah Sanchez.
How you spell your last name, sir? Sanchez?
S-A-N.
Okay, got it.
S-A-N-C-H. Okay, perfect.
And Mr. Sanchez, are you able to do a video or are you just able to do audio?
I'm just able to do audio at the moment. My front camera is cracked.
Okay. Well, it looks like you pled not guilty back in February and asked for a non-jury
Yes, sir.
trial. So I'm going to guess you're set for a pretrial setting today so that you and the prosecutor can visit.
Yes, sir.
But I don't see a pretrial order in here. Okay, there it is. It was originally set back in March. You were mailed the pretrial hearing order and a copy of the complaint to you, and then we just sent you notice of today, so this needs to go into the prosecutor. Her name is Cynthia Trevino. You can visit with her about pretrial matters and also see if you're able to work things out. If not, then we'll set it for trial and I will hear the case at a later date when the officer is available.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So just sit tight, Mr. Sanchez. We're going to move you into what's called a waiting room or a breakout room. And you can talk to Ms. Trevino by Zoom there, and she can discuss the case with you. You've asked for a non-jury trial, so I can't talk to you about the case today.
All right. Okay.
All right, so just
No problem, sir.
don't hang up. We'll send you to Mr. Trevino here in just
I
a minute.
won't. I won't.
Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. Patel, Sapin Patel.
This is gonna be another, this is another pre-trial, sir.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I'll talk to them real quick and then tell them where they're going.
Okay.
$38 to $25. I'll tell you a story afterwards.
Hello.
No. Who am I speaking with, please?
This is Sawan Patel here, sir.
Okay, Mr. Patel, you're set. You're talking to the judge right now. You're set for a pretrial set. Oh, there you are. Okay, I got a
Yeah, I'm
picture of
here.
you. Okay, you're set for a pretrial setting today, Mr. Patel.
Sure.
So what we have to do, you had to come see me first, and then we're going to put you in what's called a breakout room.
Okay.
And you'll visit with the prosecutor.
Okay.
She can discuss the matters in the pretrial hearing order which you received.
Okay.
And also see if you want to explore any other options besides going to trial.
Okay.
You have the right to go to trial, and if you need to do that or we need to do that, then we will get you set up as soon as we can.
Okay.
All right?
Mhm.
So just hang on, don't leave. You can be talking to Cynthia Trevino here in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for holding. What time did you call in?
I mean, mine was around 3 o'clock, but
Did you call in about 3 o'clock?
yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're just trying to get a handle on how long people are staying on hold. So just hang on again, Mr. Patel, and they'll get to you in just a minute.
Okay, no problem.
Don't go away. She took away my list to where I could see, I mean, we're in the waiting room. We have Miguel Pichardo, Pichardo. That looks to be the last one on hold right now.
We still have more out there, sir.
Why aren't they showing up as being in the waiting room?
I don't know. They're there.
Okay, let me have Mr. Pichardo. Would you- It's Almanzar. Can't get Mr. Chardo up.
You want to start calling names?
Yeah, well, hey, Vicky,
Yes, sir.
how many more do you have in the waiting room?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well,
This is what's taking so long to them connecting.
yeah, I know. Let's move Mr. Pichardo out and get somebody in that's able to.
Okay, we'll do.
Another phone call. Hello, anybody there?
Do you want me to try somebody else?
Well, is this 043 not responding?
It's not doing anything.
Yeah, let's try somebody else. Ariola, Adrian Ariola. Okay, Mr. Ariola,
Yes, sir.
thank you for joining us. So give us just a second to pull your case files.
Yes, sir.
File. Hey, Mr. Ariola, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ariola, you were provided with an offer sheet for a deferral,
Yes, sir.
which we never did get back, but I already have a plea from you of no contest.
Yes, sir.
Note here that you need more time. More time for what?
Like I said, when we spoke, I was in the middle of COVID, and then after COVID, I got cleared 3 weeks ago from a letter, and then I ended up having pneumonia following that COVID. So I didn't go back to work as a driver or anything. I didn't leave my house or anything because it was pretty bad off. I just barely got hired on. I'd been looking for over-the-road companies, and I just barely got hired on. Probably about a couple of days ago, did all my paperwork, and I'm set to leave out in my truck in 2 days to go over the road. So I'm wondering if I can just get this $349 payment to the 16th, because I should have my first paycheck from this company by then, sir.
Okay. Do you have a commercial driver's license?
Yes, sir.
It's not a rules of the road violation. I think we talked about that before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that, I think that's why we came up with the idea, or you came up with the idea of the deferred, so long as I don't get any tickets or anything like that for the next year, and I pay the 349 in full by today.
It's actually 345.
Yes, sir. And I apologize, it's not on time. I just, like I said, I didn't plan for any of the pandemic stuff to happen to me. And if we need to, if you need me to provide any kind of like, the stuff I get from the doctor's office and stuff like that, I'm more than willing to provide that.
No, you're under oath, so I believe you.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a copy of your driver's license?
I'm not entirely sure. Nobody's asked me for it. When I went to the municipal court a couple of times, nobody's ever taken it to get a copy of it or anything, sir.
Okay. Well, I need for you to send a copy. Email us a copy. If you do not have our email address, although it looks like you do.
Should I received this?
Adrian Ariella, a number. Is that your email address?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to email us a copy of your driver's license.
Okay.
Can you do that today?
Yes, sir. I can. Actually, if I need to, I can do it as we speak.
And do you have insurance, sir?
Absolutely.
You need to email your driver's license and insurance to us so that we can document your file.
Yes, sir.
So do that as soon as you get off the phone, and I'll reset you till November 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Pay the 345. If you can pay it before then, that would be great.
Yes, sir.
I think you asked me for the 26th, so you get it paid by the 3rd,
Okay.
and we'll start you on deferral after that.
Yes, sir.
The reason we also need your email address so that we can send you paperwork that we need to send you for the deferral.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You can log off. Oh, excuse me, go ahead and call the court.
Yes, sir. Will do. Email them or call them?
Email them, I'm sorry. We already have your email address, so.
Yes, sir. I'll do it right now. Thank you.
Judge, I'm omitting Mr. Barrera. He has a pretrial hearing.
I see back of Roy's chair. Turn around, Roy. There you are.
Okay.
Roy Barrera.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Roy. Who's your client?
My client would be Mr. Martinez, Adrian Martinez.
By the way, I checked on Mike Thurman and he's still alive and kicking. So that wasn't who you were thinking about.
Fantastic. Thank you. What in the world was I thinking? I thought it hadn't been another lawyer who we went to law school with, Judge. Somebody in our class passed away.
Wasn't Gary Mayton, was it?
Yes. Heavy set?
Yeah.
Yep. It was him.
Wow.
Judge?
Yeah. How did you know?
I just guessed from your description. I started thinking back about the heavy set people we went to school with, and
It was Gary. Good Lord, you got a good memory. That was him.
hey, I can't remember what I had for dinner last night. You're giving me more credit than I'm entitled to. Okay, Roy, we're going to flip you over to Ms. Trevino here.
Yeah. Am I gonna go to a breakout room?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, thanks, Roy. Good seeing you. Take care of yourself. God bless. remake. I don't know how I pulled that up. That's another attorney. Mr. Navarez?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. You were muted.
Yes, Your Honor. My supervising attorney, I'm a student attorney, is on the waiting room. Can the court please get her? Ann Burnham and my co-counsel, Asia Scott.
Yeah, I think you're going to talk to Mr. Trevino, actually. I visited your client's Mr. Moreno.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, I visited with Mr. Trevino about that earlier. And my only observation, and I'll just tell you so you don't have to, you can tell everybody else. It looks like he had been in that treatment program once and then got discharged from it. And I do want to know what it means where it says that this is a variable stay program. So if you can supply that information to Mr. Trevino, does that mean he can come and go as he wants to? Is it all inpatient? Is it all outpatient? So those are the things I need for you to talk to your senior counsel about and your co-counsel.
Okay, perfect, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
And then you can move, Vicky, if you want to move Mr. Navarez into a breakout room and bring in his other co-counsel. That way Cynthia's overwhelmed with all of them.
Okay, what was his other what was the other attorney's name?
I don't.
Ann Brenham.
You'll need to ask him.
Yeah, that name is familiar. Let me admit her.
Yeah, they're both pre-trials.
Okay, Ms. Burnham. Ms. Burnham, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Hello. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Are you with Mr. Navarez?
No, I'm with Domingo Moreno.
Yes, ma'am. Talking about Mr. Moreno. Mr. Navarez just called in, so I'm going to shift you all over.
Oh, Nervias. Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, he's a student attorney that's
Right.
working with me. And we also have another one, Asia Scott, who
Right.
should be waiting as
Yeah,
well.
she's on there. I'll have to admit her.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Burnham, but you're the licensed attorney, is that right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. And this is the St. Mary's University
Right.
School of Law, the Criminal Justice Clinic.
Right. I read your motion. I read the statement from the doctor or the clinician, addiction therapist. And as I just told Mr. Navarez, I don't have any problem with him going into the program. I would like to know what a variable stay program is. Is that inpatient, outpatient? Can he go and come to what way he pleases? Because it didn't look like he may have been successful in completion of his first program back in December of 2019.
Yes, Your Honor. And are the student attorneys here? Because I know they were wanting to address the court on this, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it if Your Honor would prefer.
They're here, and I'm going to flip you over to Ms. Trevino so y'all can visit. Like I said, that's the only question I really had.
Okay.
Since he may have completed the prior program. It was only a 28-day program. But is this let's say residential program starting September 30th, but they also call it as a variable stay program. I just would like to know what that means.
Sure. So our understanding of the program is it is inpatient, And the understanding is that he has to be there for 45 days.
Right.
And then depending on his progression, he will have a certain number of outpatient weeks. And it's up to a maximum of it's a minimum of 6 months in total. So he can be released at the 6-month mark, or he may continue depending on his needs.
Well, I told Mr. Navarez I don't have any problem with the program and him enrolling in it. I guess he already is, so it's really kind of a moot point. But and I told Mr. Trevino I've got no problem with him committing to the program and trying to complete it. Looks or sounds to me like he is definitely a candidate and needs it. So.
Yes, Your Honor. And he was in the program. He started it. He did 28 days the first time. I think that may have been also part of the court's question, and I don't think I answered that. And that began at the beginning of the year. But
Right.
because of the COVID, there was a disruption in his treatment plan. And so that's sort of what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, Ms. Birnbaum, I'm fine with him enrolling. I think it'll hopefully do him some good and do his family some good if he still has family. And the only thing I would, this is not a criticism of your student attorneys, because I know they're trying. They need to fashion their pleading to the court they're in. They talked about indictments and grand juries. We don't have indictments and grand juries in municipal court because our cases are generated by a complaint. So you just might want to tell them in the future to make sure that when they send out a motion like that, a 7 or 8 page motion, that is crafted for the particular court they're going to. If it's a felony case, obviously that pleading is fine. But if it's a misdemeanor case, whether it be a Class C misdemeanor, which is charged by way of complaint, or a Class A or Class B misdemeanor, which is charged by way of an information, and I know you know all this, but you might want to just make sure they know for future reference so that they can get used to the different courts and what has to be done for the different courts and how the pleading should be set up. But it's very nice work by them and you, I guess. But you might just want to talk to them about that.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. And I mean, I'll take responsibility for that too, because I do supervise them. And I think you must be referring to the discovery motion, the original one.
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
yes, and that is standard. So we should have definitely changed the nomenclature of everything in there to address the jurisdiction that we were in. So,
you know, you're not uncommon. A lot of people do the same thing. I probably did it when I was a young lawyer, but so just a word of advice to them, and I wish them the best of luck and thank you for taking them on and taking this on. I'm gonna let you talk to Ms. Trevino here in just a minute, and she can find out what she needs to do to get you an order signed. In fact, I guess I need an order allowing him to be admitted to the program. So if you can generate something of that nature, I did rule on the motion for discovery, and most of them I granted. Some of them I said, well, these have to have a hearing, but I mean, I'm okay with the relief being requested. So if you can just get me an order, if you need an order, I don't even know if you need an order from this organization.
we don't need an order for him to participate, Your Honor, but I know that the statute requires that it be court ordered. So I think you can order it, I guess, I mean, I know it's a court of record, so I think you can order it orally, but if you prefer for me to generate one, then we certainly can do that.
I think we need to have an order in the file.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get you one.
Because these, even though we are live videotaped, these are not held forever.
Sure. So, And just so that I understand, John, we will craft an order, and the order would be for him to participate in this program pursuant to the 45053, the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And then will the court be then deferring it for about 90 days per the statute for us to bring you proof of his completion?
Yes, ma'am. And the order needs to provide that he continuously participates in the program without any walkaways, because I've dealt with this before, and even though he's been through a similar program before, sometimes they just get fed up and walk out. And of course, the statute provides that if he doesn't complete the program, then I can assess fine and court costs. So just make sure that he understands that he needs to stay enrolled in the program for the full period and participate in all their programs, because I do believe that they have any number of projects and programs that they can enroll in to better themselves, whether it's a GED program or a trade class or something like that. So we just want what's best for him. And so if you can get me something, I'll be glad to sign off on it. And if you and your co-counsel want to appear to present it at a later date, that's fine, so that they can make their arguments or tell me whatever they want to tell me.
I think they would like that. Yes, Your Honor, if you're amenable to that.
Sure. I was, like I say, you wouldn't believe it, but I was a young lawyer once too.
Yes, of course. And you know,
44 years ago.
and that's the beauty of clinic, is to get an opportunity to, you know, to
Yes, ma'am.
practice this and to do it. So I think they would like that very much. I know that the court probably wants the order soon, so we could file it and then at the court's convenience, appear again.
Yeah, we're only here a couple of times a month, so I think our next setting, Vicky, are you listening?
Yes,
Vicky, go ahead and set Ms. Birnbaum and her associates on the docket on the 20th.
Okay, then that's a really large docket. We got close to 190 on the docket.
What?
Yes, sir. And you still got 14 people waiting.
Are we having a good time yet? Well,
How about 11-3?
that's fine. Set it on November 3rd. And set them kind of early so that we don't take up their whole day. I mean, I can give them, 5 or 10 minutes to say what they want to say to the court.
Okay, do I still put them all into the breakout room for Cynthia? She's free now.
If Ms. Birnbaum wants to talk to Cynthia, she's certainly free to do so. And if her student attorneys want to have some experience dealing with the prosecutor, that's certainly okay by me.
Okay, because I still have another student to admit before I can put her in the breakout room.
Right.
Okay, I'm moving.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Ms. Birnbaum, good to see you. 14.
That's what it's saying, 14 people. You got to cut the speech short.
Asa Scott.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes. Okay, Ms. Scott, we're pulling your file. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
She's
Thank
one of the other attorneys, sir.
Oh, okay, Ms. Scott. Yeah, you're going to go into the breakout room with, oh, there you are. You're going to go into the breakout room with Mr. Navarez and also Ms. Birnbaum. I just talked to Ms. Birnbaum, but y'all are all three going to go in and talk to the prosecutor real quick.
Yes, sir.
And
No,
then
thank you.
Then I will set you for set the three of you to appear before the court on November the 3rd, and you can show me your legal talents in person or by Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem, Ms. Scott. Nice to meet you. Vicky, go ahead and put Ms. Scott in there with Cynthia. Is that all we have left? She was the other student attorney, so she's not.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you tell me your name, please?
Paradise Garza.
Paradise Garza. And Ms. Garza, can you get somewhere where it's going to be quiet so we can talk to each other?
Yes, sir. Hey, Hello.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Garza.
Whatever. Yes.
All right, Ms. Garza, are you going to tell me the truth in these proceedings?
Yes.
Okay. I would usually ask you to swear, raise your right hand and swear in, but since I can't see you, I don't know whether you're raising your hand or not. So I just ask you if you tell me the truth because we're a court of record. Everything I say, everything you say is recorded for appellate purposes. So.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Garza, you're charged with the offense of no driver's license. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
Okay, then to the offense of no driver's license, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
You have a license now?
No, I was signing up to make an appointment with the DPS to get an appointment to do my driver's license. But due to that COVID, they've been booked and I don't have an appointment till, excuse my language, almost January.
Okay, Ms. Garza, the fine and court cost is $250. Are you able to pay that today with a credit card or debit card?
No, I have to pay my bills.
Okay, well, this is one of them. So how long do you need to pay this amount?
To at least my next payday, and that's not till the 16th.
I'll just give you 30 days to get it paid. It gives you more than that, gives you 2 weeks after that, I think. So just
Okay,
make sure
30.
if you can't pay it in full in 30 days, contact the court and they can possibly give you some more time, but if you ignore it, it's just not going to be a good outcome for you.
And then with the court costs, is that all on the website?
The fine amount is $250, and that's all. That's the total that you would owe.
Okay.
And what you
One
need,
thing, cause
ma'am.
yes,
sorry.
sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What you need to do is call the court. Provide us with your email address so we can send you the paperwork.
Okay. And give my email.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the court number? It's on the bottom of your ticket, or it's on your ticket right below your signature.
Yes. The 210-945-1799.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Right. As soon as you get off,
I was going to ask you, what time did they close?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
And if you, well, yes, it'll take you 2 minutes to call in and make sure they have the information on your email address so they can send you paperwork.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Garza. You can sign off now.
Thank you.
Thank you. This guy, never could find him again. This Mr. Pichardo or whatever his name is. That one needs him to come back up. This gentleman. Vicky, are you trying to connect?
Hello.
Hello. Can you identify?
Yes, this is Francisco.
This is who?
This is Francisco Chavez.
Francisco Chavez.
Yeah, Chavez Soto.
Chavez Soto?
Soto, S-O, yes.
Got it. Hang on just a minute. Looking for
Okay.
your file. Okay, I've got it.
You need my number?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay.
Are you able to go on video or are you just able to talk and do audio?
We can be able to talk and video. I don't know if we can put FaceTime.
No, this is a Zoom hearing, so I don't know that you can, I don't know that FaceTime would work. But that's all right.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Soto, you,
May I know who's speaking?
sir?
May I know who's speaking?
This is the judge. This is Judge
Oh,
Phillips.
thank you. Thank
Okay.
you, Judge.
Mr. Soto, you're charged with failure to yield right of way. Do you understand what the charge is?
It's que I got somebody hit me, and I don't know what is the charge. If I don't know exactly what is the charge against me.
Okay, the charge is failure to yield right of way, meaning that the officer didn't think that you gave way to the other driver, and that's what caused the accident.
Oh no, that wasn't.
Okay, but do you understand
story.
do you understand what the charge is now?
Yes, I understand.
And you have a CDL?
Yes, I got CDO.
Well, to that offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty, sir.
Okay, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
With the judge. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter for me.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do, Mr. Soto, is we're going to set a pretrial hearing. And at that time, you can talk to the prosecutor and she can visit with you about the case.
Okay.
Now, what I need for you to do today, as soon as you hang up from us,
Okay.
is, well, never mind, I think we've got it. Is your email start 3 Angeles?
Yes. The Angeles is in Spanish because it's one letter different of English. 3, start with the 3, and Angeles.
Angeles Fe?
Yes. F like Francisco and C like Chavez.
Okay. Angeles
yeah.
FC. Okay, got it. What we're going to do, Mr. Soto, is we're going to email you a copy of another setting.
Okay.
And that would be the setting for a pretrial conference, and that notice will also have a copy of the complaint, which is the document that is the official document that charges you with the offense. So, and then
Okay.
you and the prosecutor can talk about it when you talk to her. If y'all are not able to resolve it, then we will set it for trial, and I'll hear the evidence from both you and the officer and anybody else
Okay.
involved and decide
Yeah.
what the
So
outcome
I'm gonna
is.
receive an email, and then I will contact to the prosecute.
Well, no, the email will give you a date to call in again,
Okay.
and then you can talk to the prosecutor by Zoom.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, so just look for that email in your inbox, and we will go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms.
Yes.
Chavez.
Okay. Bye bye.
You lead the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Vicky, give me just a second. Mr. Leva? Okay, Mr. Leva, raise your right hand, please. Okay, that's good enough. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. You can put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Leva, you're charged with speeding 33 in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with? To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean? Okay. Fine in court costs $199, or do you want to take defensive driving and try to keep it off of your record? You already took it within the last year? How old are you, sir? Well, the only other thing I can do for you, Mr. Leva, is I can possibly defer the case, meaning you'll be on probation. The fees will be $249, but you're gonna have to take defensive driving again because you're under 25. Is that what you want to do, or you just want to pay the ticket?
I can do that.
Okay, do you have the 249 with you today? How long do you need to come up with that? How long? Sir?
Around the same time next month.
Okay. Ms. Leva, I'm gonna reset you till November the 17th. If you have the money ahead of time, you can just go straight in and talk to the ladies at the counter, because I've got all the notes here. They'll know what to do.
I make payments.
No, it needs to be paid at the same time. That's the reason I gave you a little longer. 249, no later than November 17th. Try not to come in here on the 17th because we'll be real crowded with court anyway. So anytime prior to the 17th, you can just bring the fees in. They know what to do. You'll have to take defensive driving again because of your age. But you take the class, get it on time. Don't get any tickets for 120 days after you pay your fees, and the case can be dismissed.
Okay.
You have any questions?
So I have to complete the defensive driving before 17th?
No, you don't take defensive driving until after you pay your fees. You'll have 90 days to take defensive driving again. This time, pay attention to it. Okay. I guess you want to just walk him up there real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to take you up to the front and they'll give you a reset so you'll know exactly what you have to do. Okay. Good luck to you, sir. Okay, Vicki. Okay, I got Kimberly, but I don't have Kimberly.
I'll give her a few minutes, then I'll move her back into the waiting room.
Was she there at one time?
I don't know. Do you want me to just go ahead and put somebody else in? Wait a minute, you just moved.
There she is, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Kimberly, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello.
There you are. Okay. What's your last name, Kimberly? Jimenez?
Yes.
Let me get your file here real quick.
Can y'all lower that?
Ms. Jimenez, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Ms. Jimenez, you're charged with speeding 35 in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, the 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of speeding 35 and 20, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
The fine court cost is $209. Or if you want to take defensive driving and you're eligible, you can do that and get the case dismissed.
Okay.
Have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No, sir.
What would you like to do that?
I could do that.
Okay, well, the court costs are $144. Do you have that with you today where you can call the court and pay those fees?
Yes.
Okay. What I need for you to do, then, Ms. Jimenez, is I need for you to, let me see if we've got your, or if you've got our email address.
Is it the municipal_court@liveoaktext.net?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, what you need to do is email the court at that address a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Okay.
And then after you do that, call the court at the number that's shown there, actually, 945-1799.
Okay.
And you'll make your payment by phone. Once you make your payment, you'll have 90 days to take the class and turn in your paperwork. Once you have everything in, then we will send you an email back that will outline, will provide you 2 websites. It'll provide you a website for the where you can take the class online, and also provide you with a website address where you can obtain a copy of your driving history. You need to have your completion certificate and your driving history here within 90 days of the day you make your payment.
Okay.
Okay, you got all that?
Yes, driving history and the letter of completion.
Yeah, but you won't do anything until after you pay. If you pay today, you've got 90 days from today to get everything turned in.
Okay.
Go ahead today and email us your driver's license and copy of your insurance and make your payment, and then you'll have 90 days from today to get everything turned in.
Okay. And I got a paper one. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
Right? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Looks like you're in an office building somewhere.
Oh, it's my apartment.
Oh, okay. All right, Ms. Jimenez, if you have any questions, call the court and they'll be glad to help you out any way they can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you have a good day. You can.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right, Dustin.
Yes, sir.
What is your last name, sir?
Schaaf.
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 SCHAAF. I'm talking to the officer so they can pull your file.
Oh, okay. How you doing today, sir?
Just living a dream. How about you?
Same. About the same thing. Came to do this real quick and heading right back to work.
Where do you work?
At World Car Nissan.
How are car sales right now?
How, I mean, we're still selling, but I mean, we're not selling like we used to before the pandemic. I mean, we had over 45 salespeople there whenever I started. But as soon as the pandemic hit, they let go of 38 of them.
Oh, wow.
And we've hired a couple, I mean, then other people left. And so we've hired a few other people. And right now they're trying to fill up the BDC department because it's all phones right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
SCH. Spell it one more time.
SCHAAF. So Sam, Charlie, Hotel, Alpha, Alpha, Foxtrot.
What time were you supposed to call in?
It was 3:30.
How long have you been on hold?
Quite a while. Quite a while. I couldn't get in at first, and so I called the courthouse and I spoke with one of the ladies up front, and she actually walked me through it. And on there it says, wait about 15, 20 minutes. So I called back just to make sure I didn't miss it, you know, because it said 15, 20 minutes and it was like 30. I was like, oh, but then she's like, no, we're just really busy. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
He's the one that came in before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ms. Shaw, sorry, you came in before, actually, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I came in earlier today.
All right, I got it. Okay, Mr. Shaw, if you have a, first of all, raise your right hand, please. I'm sure to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
We're a court of record. That's the reason we have to do that.
Yes, sir.
More testimony. Mr. Shaw, if you have an old case, not
Yes,
that
sir.
old, but one for expired registration,
Yes, sir.
and then you have a newer case for leaving an unattended child in a motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To the registration violation, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Did you get it fixed?
I've had it fixed. Actually, I came there. See, I didn't pay the extra fee at Tisdale. And so when I came in, they explained to me that if I go pay the $10 at Tisdale, I won't have to pay the $100 with y'all. So they let me go and do that. And I was come back the next day and everything shut down because of the pandemic. And so whenever I did come in and spoke with somebody, they told me to mail it in. And so I did mail it in, and I guess y'all never got it. And so I didn't know there was an active warrant for me until today. But, you know, of course I need to get this taken care of.
Sure.
I don't need y'all picking me up from work.
Well, I don't think they tried to issue they didn't execute on the warrant, but you did get it fixed, is that right?
Yes, sir. It's fixed. I'm actually about to, next month, I'll be getting a new registration as well. It's November is whenever it expired. And the reason it was so expired for so long is because my truck just sat there. I was driving my wife's vehicle at the time because my truck, it was having transmission problems. I got it fixed though.
Okay, good. Okay, well, normally, Mr. Schaff, the fine and court cost in this case would be $266
Yes, sir.
with the additional fees. I'm gonna take it down to 126.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And can you pay that today by phone, by calling the court?
I can pay half of it, and then I can pay the other half my next payday if that's acceptable.
Yeah, I'll give you 30 days to get that one taken care of.
Okay.
But you need to make that initial payment today or tomorrow. If you don't have time today, do it tomorrow.
It'll have to be tomorrow because the ATM ate my debit card, so I'll have to come by with cash.
Okay.
Do y'all take cash, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now the other one, Mr. Schaff, the leaving an unattended child in a vehicle. To that
Sir.
offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest. I just made a mistake. I didn't realize, I mean, I left the vehicle running. I just, I had just been in Hobby Lobby, my son was throwing a fit. And so whenever I was driving, when I got him in the vehicle, as soon as I got him in the vehicle, he fell asleep. I was driving by Kohl's. I was like, well, I need to make a return real quick. And so I left him and my daughter in the vehicle. I locked the vehicle. I have a Ford and it's got the little key code thing on it. So I left it running and locked it. And I could see my vehicle the whole time. I just didn't, my parents did it to me my whole life, so I didn't realize.
Things are different now, Ms. Schaff. I mean,
Sir.
you left the car running, so I mean, there's carbon monoxide building up in there. There's a very strict law about leaving children unattended now.
Yes, sir. And I realize that now. I've been dealing with the CPS. I've been doing good with them. I just went and took a drug test for him. He told me today it was negative, which I didn't have any worries anyway, but I've been doing everything I was supposed to do. I know I made a mistake. I apologize to the court about it. I've already apologized to my ex-wife and to my kids.
Hey, well, fine and court costs on that case is $200. I'll reduce that in a little bit for you too. Give you 30 days to get that one paid. If you can't pay them both in 30 days, you need to come and talk to the ladies in the clerk's office.
Okay.
They can give you some more time.
Okay.
But yeah, watch out for those kids, Mr. Shaw.
Oh yeah, it'll never happen again.
Well, I hope not.
Oh no, sir, it won't.
Okay. So if you want to get on back to work, pay half. Pay however you can. Do your best to get everything paid in 30 days. Again, if you can't pay it in full in 30 days, call the court. They can give you a little more time, but don't let it linger.
I should be able to handle it in 30 days. Real quick, so it'll be 326 was the total?
Total, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Sell the car.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a wonderful night.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, who am I speaking with, please?
Rebecca Barnes?
Rebecca Barnes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ms. Barnes, you're on live with the courtroom, and we're pulling your case jacket right now.
Okay.
Are you able to do video or just audio?
I'm not sure how, I'm on my iPhone. I'm not sure how to do the video on this. I've never used it before.
Okay.
I mean, for Zoom, I've never used it.
No, it's
Okay.
not a problem. Not a problem at all, Ms. Barnes.
Okay.
Hey, Ms.
Okay.
Barnes, are you going to tell me the truth to the questions I ask you?
Yes, sir.
The reason I ask that is because we are on the record and you are giving sworn testimony. So with that
Yes,
being
sir.
said, you're charged with the offense of speeding 50 in a 40-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir. I believe I pled no contest on what I sent to
Yeah, okay,
the,
I see that now. Fine and court cost is $184, or would you like to take defensive driving and try to keep it off of your record?
I would like to do the defensive driving, please.
Have you taken it within the last year?
No, sir. I've never taken it.
Okay, so what you need to do, Ms. Barnes, the court costs are $144. Are you able to pay that today by phone or not?
Today I am not, but next Friday I can.
Okay.
On the 16th.
Barnes, what you need to do, unless you already have it, is you need to call the court as soon as we get off the phone and get the court's email address so that you can email a copy of your insurance. We've got a copy of your driver's license.
Okay.
For defensive driving, we also have to have a copy of your insurance. So
Okay.
the number that you need to call is, if you have a piece of paper somewhere handy,
Yes, sir.
it's 210-945-1799.
Okay. 210-945-1799.
Right. And you need,
Okay.
as soon as we get off the phone, go ahead and call the court, get the court's email address, and send in those driver's license and proof of or if you want to go ahead and send in your driver's license again, that's fine. But the main one we need is
Okay.
your insurance, and then you'll pay. I can give you 30 days to get it paid, but you say you can pay it on Friday. So
Yes, sir.
next Friday, I guess.
Yes, sir.
And when you call in, Ms. Barnes, to make your payment, don't call the general number for the city. But if you pay through that website,
Okay.
it'll go in as a conviction. Call the number that I just gave you
Okay.
and talk directly to one of the court clerks.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Hey, just as soon as we hang up here, just call the court, get the email address, and send us your proof of insurance, and we'll just get the payment in. Then you'll have, once you make the payment, you'll have 90 days to take the class and turn in your paperwork. And your
Okay.
paperwork's going to be a completion certificate from whatever class you watch or attend, and a copy of your driving history. You can do everything online, and we will
Okay.
give you web addresses to get everything into us. All right?
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Ms. Barnes. Have a good evening, and you can,
Thank you.
you can leave the meeting now.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
This is definitely more tiring than direct. Jonah Harris. Well, Mr. Harris. Ms. Harris, can you hear me? Okay, you need to unmute yourself. The microphone down in the lower left-hand corner.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Harris, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Harris, you're charged the offense of no driver's license. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Not exactly, not fully.
Okay, you're charged with not having a valid driver's license from either Texas or any other state. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do now, yes.
There are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of no driver's license, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty?
Okay, do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do. Not physically, because it's coming in through the mail, but I do have one.
Coming in from where?
From the Texas DPS.
Okay, did you have a driver's license on September the 4th?
I did not have one on me physically, no.
Okay, because the only thing we've got, looks like we had a Kentucky license.
Right. Yes, that was the only form of ID I had at the time because I didn't have mine on me physically, but I do have a Texas ID or a driver's license.
Okay, well, on your not guilty plea, do you want to have a trial with a judge or a jury?
With the judge.
Yeah, do you want me to hear the case by myself, or do you want to have a jury of 6 people?
No, one person is fine. The judge is fine.
Okay. Do you still live on Bear Branch?
No, I'm not currently still there. No.
Okay, what you need to do then, Mr. Harris, is you need to call the court.
Okay.
Do you have a piece of paper, or do you have your citation there handy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, look right below your signature on your citation, and you will see a phone number, 945-1799.
One second. Yes, I see that. Yes.
What you need to do is you need to call the court, give us your current physical address and also your current email address. Because
Okay.
we're gonna email you a pretrial setting notice. But we need to have your email address so we can send those things to you. So if you'll call us and give us your physical address and also your email address so that we can communicate with you.
Yes, sir.
And then once you have a pretrial setting, you'll end up talking to the prosecutor. Hopefully by that time you'll have your driver's license and she can discuss options with you at that time.
Okay.
And the best thing you can do, Mr. Harris, is as soon as you and I get off the call, you can go ahead and call the court and give them that information regarding your addresses.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Harris, you have any questions?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay, just go ahead and as soon as we hang up, call that number, give them the information, and then we'll go from there.
Alrighty, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Harris, how long were you on hold?
I would say about 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge, before I
Hey.
send anybody else in, don't tell them to call as soon as they hang up. The girls are getting ready to leave, so I'll be the only one here. They can call in the morning.
Okay.
Alrighty,
How many more?
5. Somebody just logged on.
All right. So I just left. Okay, it's Mr. Pichardo again. I've got his. many do we have? How many buckets do we have? Three. Okay, Becky?
She's on the other line, Judge.
Okay. We, some reason Mr. Pichardo can't connect. This is the second time he's tried, so let's try somebody else.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Okay, this is Sabrithia. Sabrithia, can you hear me? Okay, you need to unmute. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
There
now?
you go.
Okay.
What's your last name, Sabrithia?
Moody.
Moody? So are you Moody?
When I haven't eaten, that's the only time.
All right, Miss Mooney. Raise your right hand, first of all. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Miss Moody, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Kind of. It's like the tools used or something like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, to that offense, there are 3 pleas that you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
No, sir.
Guilty means you're going to tell me you were in possession of drug paraphernalia. Not guilty, you're denying it, so you want the state to prove the case against you if they're able to do so. And no contest means you're not going to admit it, but you're not going to deny that you're in possession of drug paraphernalia.
What happens after that is just whatever you decide.
Then we talk some more.
Okay.
I can't do anything without a plea, because that tells me which way to go.
Okay, what happens if I do the guilty one? Just saying that I have.
We can either do it, the fine and court cost, you can pay the fine and court cost and just let it go on your record, or I can consider a probation for you to try to keep it off of your record.
Okay, well, y'all have the evidence of this stuff. So I'll plead guilty, and then if we can't find probation that works, then I'll pay the fine.
Well, probation, well, let me ask you 2 questions. Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes.
And could you pass a drug test today?
Probably not. Well, how long does we stay in your system?
About 30 days.
He called me before then, so probably not. I haven't smoked since then, but I don't think I would pass.
That's kind of a general rule. So here's the deal, Miss Moody. I can probate you on the case, meaning you'd be on deferred disposition, but the fees are $390.
Okay.
Just to keep it off your record. If you just want to pay the fine is less, but then it goes on your record.
Okay, and then also I was talking with someone about after something goes on your record, I heard that you can go back to court to get it. It'll still be on your record, but it won't be the first thing that pops up when you apply for like jobs and stuff like that.
I don't know how the employment field works. I'm not sure who's telling you it won't show up on your record, or it'll appear further down, but it will appear at some point in time.
Okay. And so for the first one, you said it'll be how much and what else comes along with that? Please stop.
$390, you're on probation for 6 months. You can't have any drug or alcohol offenses during that 6-month period. You also have to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days.
And then if not, I just pay the fine and it just goes on my record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Which one?
The fine, it goes on my
Pay the
record.
fine?
Yes, sir.
And the fine and court cost is $285. Are you able to pay that today?
I'm not able to pay that today.
Okay, Ms. Moody, do you have your citation there handy?
I believe so. I had it earlier. Yes, right here.
Okay, there's a number right below your signature.
Okay.
So what
The
you need
municipal.
to do is you need to call that number tomorrow
Okay.
and give the court your email address so that we can email you some paperwork to tell you that you've got 30 days to pay the fine. If you cannot pay it in 30 days in full, you need to be sure and stay in touch with the court so that we can work with you to try to get that paid and not have a warrant issued for you.
Okay.
Warrants don't do anybody any good, especially you.
No, sir.
And so call that number in the morning. Tell them you need to give us your email address, and then the court will email you information back and forth. And you can make your payment through the court with a credit card,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have to come over here. But if you make your payment with a credit card, you need to call that same number. Don't just call the general Live Oak number.
Okay. So if I
and-
pay with card, use this same number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, absolutely.
All right. So
Okay.
call tomorrow and they will get you set up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, good luck to you, Miss Moody. Don't be moody.
Thank you. Have a nice night, sir.
Go eat. Miss Pichardo still.
I'm showing we got 3 more, sir.
Including this one.
2 after this one.
We still got Mr. Pichardo because I can't, he's not coming through.
But I know, I've put them in and taken them out several times.
Hello, can you tell me who you are?
Oh, my name is, well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ricky Goodlow.
Goodlow?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Goodlow, hold on just a minute. Let me get your file from the bailiff.
Okay.
Mr. Goodlow,
Yes, sir.
this one needs to go up front. Hey, Mr. Goodlow,
Yes, sir.
can't see you, but are you going to tell me the truth?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Mr. Goodlow, you were charged the offenses of inoperable vehicles or boats on your property. Do you understand what the charge was or is?
Well, she charged me. What it was the code compliance came through. For unregistered.
Okay.
The car one. Yeah. That what she said she charging me for.
Okay, but now it looks like you did get it registered.
Yes, sir. See, the issue was the car is outside. The car is running. It was out there running, but it's a antique car, over 20 years old, and it's a Mazda, and it's kind of hard to find those parts. But the car could run. I just needed to put another bumper on it, and so I found a bumper, and had to get it painted. And I put it on there and took it down there and got it registered. It's got an 0221 registration on it now.
Okay, Mr. Goodlow. So to that offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Well, this is my reply to that. Cause see, I don't know the laws here. Cause the car to me was working. So if it didn't have a registration, cause I'm not from Texas and whatnot, so it was just sitting in my front yard. So I didn't know that you got to have a registration tag,
Yes,
registration tag in your driveway.
So would you then be pleading no contest just because you didn't know?
Well, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I've got a picture of the vehicle that was taken, I don't know when, but it looks like it is registered now.
Yeah, right. And one other thing that I indicated too, cause see, like I said, that's my hobby too, is to work on cars and whatnot. And I let her know too that I got the chrome wheels on it. I bought the car in '92, so they still got the same chrome wheels on. I bought it like I came back from overseas in the first war there. And the tires leak, got a little leak in it. So I refilled them up, and I constantly put tires in them until I turn around here and find a place to re-chrome the wheels. And I think she saw that too, and I let her know that all I had to do was just add a tire up.
Looks good, Mr. Goodlow. I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the case so that you don't have to pay anything.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for calling in, and keep it licensed and up to date.
Oh yes, and I know the law now. You got. Well, let me ask you something. Do they have anything here in this state called some sticker that you can put on for if the car's not operational?
No, sir, not really. You need to put it under a cover if it's not operational.
Okay. I had that question because I came down from New York. They gave us a little red dot to put on there and whatnot when it's not operational.
Well, the police will do that if it's out on the street, but you don't want that dot because they'll tow it off.
Oh no, I don't want to street. It was in our driveway. I know laws are different from place to place.
Yes, sir.
But it's getting there. Like I said, I restore cars too, and but it's drivable.
All right. You have a good evening, and thanks for calling in. And you can leave the meeting. You can leave the courtroom.
All right, sir. You take care and stay safe.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Where's our cart? Where's the?
Oh, the gray card's over there.
Let's start loading up.
Okay.
I got a lot to sign. Okay, Ms. Pichardo again. Okay, Ms. Pichardo, you anywhere around?
Okay, I think these people that are left are gone. They're not, this is my third time trying to put this phone number in.
And well, we know that Mr. Pichardo tried to log in 3 times, so we're not going to sign a no-show on him.
Okay, so what do we want to do with him? Well, you'll write your notes on his case.
And then who else do we got one other one?
Yeah, let me see. I've tried this number several times too. So let's see if they're actually still there. We had 56 today.
Cases or people?
People. All right, I don't think this person's here either, so I'm gonna remove them.
Okay, if they keep that number though, write it down somewhere, and if they call in.
Here. I'm trying to figure this out. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, thank God. Dang. Hello, yes.
Yes, sir.
I got disconnected. I've been disconnected like 3 times, but I'm glad I got somebody on the phone now.
Well,
this is crazy.
You're in the courtroom right now talking to the judge. Can you tell me your name, sir?
Eliodoro Tapia. Oh, no.
Tapia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Tapia.
Yes, sir.
You have 3 cases which have been filed against you involving, it looks like a dog.
Yes, sir. My dog just got out of the fence, and I had to pick him up at the Live Oak Animal Control. So I don't know. It's a dog, you know.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Okay, Mr. Tapia, are you going to tell me the truth when I ask you questions today?
Absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Tapia, you're charged with animal at large, failed to vaccinate, and failed to register the dog. Do you understand what the charges are?
Yes, sir.
To each one of those cases, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of Pepe being at large, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm guilty because he did break out of the fence and was running down the street.
To the offense of failure to vaccinate, how do you plead?
Not guilty, because he has all his shots and I have his records. I have them here, and so I have all that where I got it done months ago.
Okay, did you do it before or after you got these citations?
I did that. This was before the citations. I've had him vaccinated, and what I did not know was that I was supposed to have the little collar things. He's supposed to have that on his leash around his neck, and I didn't realize that he actually needed to have that on his neck. So I made sure I got him a collar, and I put the little tabs on his collar now. So So they told me as long as he had those on his collar, he'd be, you know. But I've been having it since before all this. I got it done. I did this back in July 8th of 2020. Voy en corte ahorita. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I got this done back in July 8th of 2020, and I've got my records here where he's been vaccinated for the rabies and all the other stuff.
Okay. Did you get the registration for him too?
Yes, I got. I turned in the actual the first time that they had picked them up. They told me they needed this, and I had took them the proof of it, so they put it in their system. So when he got out again, because the fence is old and he's a heavy dog, I guess all he did was like jumped up on the fence, and one of the fence fence popped out of it, and he went right through that, and that's how he got out.
Okay, but you're telling
So
me
now I'm replacing the fence. I'm putting another fence so that that doesn't happen no more.
okay, but you're telling me that he was registered at the time he got the citation. He just wasn't. The tags just weren't on him.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Okay, what you need to do, Mr. Tapia, on those two, the vaccination and the registration, you need to bring in, you need to bring that paperwork to the court by Monday so we can make a copy of it. And if you do that, then I can dismiss those two.
Okay. Okay, so I just take it to the court. What's the address there where I got to take it to?
It's right here on Shin Oak, right across from City Hall.
Shin Oak, cross.
Yeah,
City
Shin
Hall.
Oak. I think it's 8001 Shin Oak.
Okay. Okay, and I can take that to you tomorrow morning?
That'll be fine. If you
Okay.
bring those in, those will be dismissed. Now, as far as him getting out, I think you just said this wasn't the first time. So on that one, and I know you're working on the fence, but on that one, I'm just going to assess a reduced fine of $96. It should be $121.
So I have to pay $96?
Yes, sir, for the one.
What-
I'm going to dismiss the others.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you 30 days to pay that 96. If you want to pay it tomorrow, that's fine. Otherwise,
And I could do that there at the
Yes.
same place, right at 8001 Shine Oak?
Yes, sir. SHINN, Shin Oak.
Okay.
Keep old Pepe locked up. It's costing you money.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Yeah. He's a good dog. It's just, that fence weren't wore out already, the neighbor's fence. I've already replaced one side of my fence, and I ate up the whole cost of that. The neighbor didn't want to pay. They didn't have the money, they said. So the back neighbor, that's where he's going out through. I went knocking over there to talk to him, but they didn't answer the door. So, but I'm going to end up just putting my own fence on the line there.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. That way you don't have to depend on your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Mhm.
Mr. Tapia, if you get those taken care of tomorrow, if you can. If not, you got a few days to do it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there you go.
Now, what do you said register? What does that mean? Like, as long as he's got the shots, right?
No, sir, you have to register the dog with the city. You have to do that over the animal control facility, which is across the street from the court. But
Which he should be in my name, right? Everything's registered in me. Yeah, right?
Well, I don't know. If you have to register, you actually have to register the dog with the city.
I mean, because every time he gets out, they call me. He's got a chip in this and everything. So I'm sure he's registered, right? I mean,
Well, I
they
don't know.
call me right away when he because he's got a chip.
Yeah, I don't know if it's registered or not, but you can check on that tomorrow too.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tapia.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What's up again? Hey, Mr. Pichardo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we had a heck of a time getting you in here.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's probably not your fault. It's probably ours. All right, Mr. Pichardo, you're charged with no insurance, no driver's license, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with in each case?
Yes.
Okay, are you able to get on video or not?
Yes.
There you go. Now I can see you. Mr. Pichardo, raise your right hand, please. solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I'm sorry, you lagged out right there.
You promise you can tell me the truth? Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes.
On each one of these cases, Mr. Pichardo, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
To the no insurance violation, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
To the no driver's license case, how do you plead?
No contest.
And to the drug paraphernalia case, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right, do you have a driver's license or insurance now, sir?
I have I'm working on my driver's license and I'm trying to save up a little bit of money. So I haven't been driving the car basically. So
Okay. So the answer is no, you don't have a driver's license or insurance right now?
let me Wi-Fi, maybe that will a little bit.
I can just see
Hello?
the top of your head.
Awesome. I'm here. Cool.
Okay, so confirm you still don't have insurance or a driver's license?
No, sir.
And on the drug paraphernalia case, Charlie, is this your first drug-related offense?
No, sir. Back then when I was in freshly out of high school, I was arrested actually for a misdemeanor.
For what?
Possession of marijuana.
Could you pass a drug test today?
No, sir.
So except for that one possession of marijuana, you haven't had any other drug-related offenses?
No, sir.
Are you working, sir?
Yes, I'm currently at work right now.
Is that T-Mobile you work for? Who do you work for?
T-Mobile.
What's your shirt look like? So I wasn't sure.
I'm sorry?
But that's what it looked like on your shirt. I just wasn't sure. You say you're not driving. How do you get to work?
I usually Uber or I have my father drop me off.
Okay, Ms. Pichardo, on the no insurance and the no driver's license, the fine and court costs on those are $335 and $250. I can give you 30 days to pay those. If you can't pay them in full in 30 days, you need to stay in touch with the court. They can give you some more time. I know that's a lot of money. And then on the drug paraphernalia case, since you've only had the one prior, I can consider probating you on that case, but the fees on that case are $390. So you got a pretty good chunk of change to come up with. And probably the most important one is the possession of drug paraphernalia probation, so that you can try to keep that one off your record.
Okay. I won't, I could not pay him off in full, but I could rearrange a payment plan and I can pay them off.
Well, the drug paraphernalia needs to be paid in full as soon as you can. We don't take payments on a deferral.
Okay.
But how long do you need to pay that?
I could pay that on the 15th of this month in full.
Okay, on that one, Chardo, if you pay it in full, then we can, they will start you on a probation for 6 months. You'll also need to do 6 hours of community service within 60 days, but you don't do anything until you pay your fees.
Okay.
You know, T-Mobile does a lot of stuff with charity work anyway, so you probably do it through your employer.
Okay.
And then on the other two, they can set you up on a payment plan on those. If you can't, like I say, if you can't pay everything in 30 days, don't ignore this because it'll just get worse.
Of course.
Stay in touch with the court. We don't want any warrants to issue for anybody. And since you've been so diligent in staying with us and keep trying to get in, I certainly don't want anything bad to happen to you. But get that first one paid, the $390. They'll start you on a probation on that. And then get you set up on a payment plan on the others.
Okay. And would I have to go check in or something at a probation place?
I'm your probation officer.
Okay.
That's not to say, Mr. Pichardo, that a Live Oak police officer might not call you sometime and say, "This is Officer so-and-so, and the judge instructed me to have you do a drug test." So if he does that, you need to do that drug test within 24 hours of when he calls you.
Okay.
You don't need to be messing with that stuff anyway.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, you're on your own. Seem like a good guy. Don't want to ruin your future. Just be smarter.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. Do I have to, is there anybody I need to call to set up a payment arrangement, or do I just call back on the 15th when I'm able to pay?
Well, do you still have your citation?
I think it's in my car.
Okay. If you can call tomorrow, or do you have a piece of paper right there?
Yes.
Call the court tomorrow, give them your email address. Call 210-945-1799.
Okay.
And they will, once they have your email address, y'all can communicate back and forth through email. They can send you the paperwork for the payment plans on the other. They can send you the paperwork on what you have to do for the deferral on the drug paraphernalia case. Like I say, if you stay clean on the drug paraphernalia and do your 6 hours of community service, that case can ultimately be dismissed.
Okay.
So call them tomorrow morning and give them your email information.
Okay, Judge, I will do that.
And when you, one other thing, when you're going to make your payment of the $390, You can do that by calling that same number. Don't call the main city hall number, because if you pay it there, it's going to go in as a conviction. If you
Okay.
pay it through the number that I gave you, then we'll set it up as a deferral, and that's what keeps it off your record.
Okay. Awesome.
All right?
Thank you so much, Judge.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, well, good luck to you. Have a good evening and stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, Vicky, is that it? Pichardo's still there.
I'm sorry, sir. That one number keeps calling, but every time I put them in the waiting room, they never connect.
If they call tomorrow, make sure you identify them and put a note in their file that they tried to call and that we'll
Okay.
reset them.
Alrighty, sir.
Okay, I'm